quick disclaimer before we jump into this video, this vehicle is at the time of recording available on previous gen consoles, but not yet on next gen. However, that can change very, very quickly as mods have been getting approved really fast lately. So if you're on a next gen console, please go on your console mod browser, refresh, sort by latest updates, and also search by F500 to see if this vehicle has dropped yet. And without any further ado, welcome back to SnowRunner, and today we're going to be checking out Risky's F500. For the very first time. So without any further ado, let's go and head on into the garage, see what we can do in terms of customization, and then we'll take this thing out for a rip. Let's go. Now, right off the bat, you can see that this is based off of the new body style 2023 and up Ford F350, and rather just F-Series pickups in general, not necessarily like F350 specifically, but 250, 350, and on up. So let's see. We've got the factory diesel, the modified 6.7 diesel, and the extreme 6.7 diesel. Let's see what the extreme can do. Now, gearbox-wise, we've got, let's see, the stock transmission, a re-geared transmission, and a 10-speed bulletproofed transmission. We're going to do the 10-speed. We're going to build this thing basically all the way out. Now, let's see, suspension-wise, we've got a stock suspension, and we've also got a towing suspension, which is lifted in the rear for increased load-bearing capacity. We're not going to need that today, but we will need it in a future video. Now, tires-wise, we start off on 54-inch military XZL tires. These tires are gnarly. These tires are absolutely insane, but you have quite a big selection of other 54s if you so want to use them. Now, let's see if we... Oh my god! And if you want to throw dualies on this thing, you also absolutely can. We're going to focus on the dualies a little bit more in a future video, but it's amazing to know that they're there. You also have studded tires if you're going to be on a snowy or icy map, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. Let's see. I'm debating upon whether or not I want to go for these tractor tires, or if I want to go for something a little bit more like a standard mud tire. I think I might go gnarly. I think I might go for the tractor tires this time. Let's see. We're going to do the autonomous winch. We'll throw a snorkel on it just in case. And let's see. Frame add-ons wise, we've got the gooseneck hitch, which we'll use in a future video. We've got a flatbed conversion that we can do. We also got a truggy cage that we can throw on here. Got the dually setup, which we're not going to run that this time because it's not a dually build. We've got the headache rack, which is actually, it's a little bit more of like a retro roll bar design, and we can also throw a bed toolbox in the back. Now, I'm not going to do the toolbox just yet because, oh, there's the headache rack. Okay, we will do that though. That looks good. Now, let's see. Exhaust-wise, we've got a passenger side exit, got a driver side exit, we've got a dual side exit, and then, wait, where is the, oh, okay, passenger side exit, single exhaust. We've got that option for both sides and a dual. Then there's chrome stacks and blacked out stacks. I think I'm actually going to do the driver side exit single exhaust. I think that definitely suits the personality of this truck. Now, let's see. We've got the rigid bumper. We've got the heavy weighted rigid bumper, also medium weighted. And let's see, rigid bumper with guard. That looks insane. There's also the stock bumper with a bull bar that you can do, and then the stock bumper just itself, and you can even do the stock bumper with weight. I'm going to do the non-extra weighted rigid bumper, and then wheels-wise, you can basically go whatever direction you want with these wheels. You could do everything from like a, you know, kind of like trail-style wheels all the way up to more of like a street-style wheel. It's all entirely up to you. I'm going to stick more with these kind of trail-style wheels, I think, but we'll switch them out for the red bolts. And I'm debating upon whether or not I want to leave this thing white or swap out the color for something else. It does have a really nice selection of colors, though, and even this blue is really, really nice. There's a lot of different colors on this thing that kind of make you go, yeah, that would look really good, but this would also look really good, but this would also look really good. I actually kind of dig this blue. I really do. All right. So now, let's see what this thing is like to drive. Let's get a sound clip of it real quick for y'all. Oh my god! Dude, that startup is insane. And it does the little chime too. That's so wild. Okay. Yo, Risky is out. Oh my god. Risky. You've outdone yourself, and I haven't even barely started driving yet. I'm gonna take this thing down onto the beach. I want to give this thing a proper boosted launch and see what it does. All right, 3, 2, 1, go! It rips! It's definitely not like the fastest thing in the world, but it certainly doesn't need to be. This thing shreds. It's absolutely insane. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna follow the beach side all the way down until I find some, you know, gnarlier terrain to kind of play around with. And I will say it's kind of like it's gear hunting a little bit if you leave it in automatic mode. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cruise it in high. Seems to be a little bit more consistent if I do that. Now if I go inside, you'll notice, wow, it is so insulated from the outside in here. It's so like the sound insulation is in here is actually it's pretty realistic, because these modern trucks like 2022, 2023 and up, they are very insulated on the inside, and this definitely reflects that. You can whisper. You can whisper and it's no big deal. And you can still hear me. Although, once you go back to the outside again, you have to talk normally, otherwise it's definitely gonna be a little bit loud. Now, let's see if, oh, found a trail. Now, there should be some gnarlier terrain up this direction if we head this way. And I know that this thing is a little over the top for trails like this. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. This thing is enormous, and it's gonna absolutely demolish most trails that you send it through. God, that idle is so loud. I love it, though. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I love the fact that this thing has a loud idle. But, like, you just don't expect it sometimes. Dude, this thing, if you just want to absolutely eat up miles off-road, just absolutely eat up mile after mile after mile, this thing is beautiful for that. Although you don't have to set it up quite as gnarly as I have set it up here. Now, this is obviously going to be your kind of your top spec, your fully built spec, and if you want to go for that, that's completely fine, but if you also don't want to go for that, that's also entirely understandable. I'm curious though, will it attack the waterfall? I really want to find this out. A little visit from the mobile mechanic, and then off we go. I feel like it'll do it. I feel like it'll do it. Oh my God. Oh! Come on! Okay. So it'll just casually climb a waterfall. That's a thing. How about we follow the river down to where this trail starts? What do you say? I think we can do that. I don't think that'll be too terribly difficult of a thing. I know I'm breaking trail heavily here, but now that, ow, wow, that was a great idea that lasted not very long. Oh, look, my snorkel's still above the water. Come on, come on. We're having to go against the current, though, and that is really messing with me. Help? I can't move. I think I made it mad. Either I made it mad or I'm stuck on a rock. Can I back up? I can back up, but like, I think it's legitimately off the ground now. I mean, but then if it was off the ground, it wouldn't let me back up. So I don't know what it's particularly upset about, other than the fact that, like, well, it got flipped over into the river and now it really doesn't want to deal with my crap anymore, which I don't really blame it for. I mean, how can I blame it for that? I will say, once we get down to where this other trail is, because we're ripping through the underbrush like this, we'll probably need another visit from the mobile mechanic, air quotes on that one. And it's fine, because, you know, as according to SnowRunner, grass and bushes causes bumpers to dismantle themselves, but, you know, don't worry about that. Although, how have we been going through, like, going so fast through here and not gotten any damage? Oh, look at that. It's actually lightly raining if you look at the... Well, wait. It looked like it was lightly raining on the water. Maybe I'm just losing my mind, but it literally looked like it was lightly raining. Maybe it was just, like, the sun kind of shimmering off of the surface of the water. That was strange. All right, but here we are. Made it down to this trail. Still with no visual damage, which surprises the heck out of me. Like, legitimately, I am so shocked that we have no visual damage yet. God, you want to talk about devouring some terrain. It just eats, dude. It absolutely freaking eats. This isn't even like... It isn't even like, oh, it's just powerful, or oh, it's just fast. It's just next level gnarly. It's next level gnarly in just about every single way. Although, if you bounce off the trail, it will start to climb a tree, and you really don't want to do that because that's a really quick way to flip yourself over. Fun fact, I've done it. It's not a blast. Ooh, easy. Oh, high range on a trail this tight is not a great idea. And because it's not a great idea, let's try it. Wonder how long it'll be until we destroy the suspension. Probably not much longer now, after those couple of smashes we had. Oh my god, it hasn't slowed down. Like, it hasn't started, like, to dig and sink into the ground. It's just still shredding. Ooh! I ended up on my nose. Not really quite sure how that happened. I mean, apart from the fact that we bounced the rear end off the ground and then ended up in the front bumper. But, like, we will definitely be doing more adventures with this truck here in the near future because I have so many things that I want to try with it now that we've checked it out. I want to take it mudding. I want to turn it into, like, a massive tow rig. There's a lot of stuff I want to do with this thing. But if you enjoyed our very first adventure in Risky's F500, make sure you let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time.